Can you make money investing in a motorbike business? Well, you see, I've been in this business for a while now, and I thought I should share with you a few pointers to help you decide whether you should consider investing in this business or not. What you should keep in the back of your mind is that there are two ways that a motorbike can be helpful. The first one is when it can create an employment, which means that someone can take it up as an employment and use it personally as their job, whereby they use it to generate an income daily. And there are so many ways that someone can use a motorbike to make money, and these will always range from things like doing delivery as a courier business, doing boda boda, or being a supplier who drops goods at wholesale from shop to shop. The second way is making it an investment, where you can buy a motorbike and then, not with the intention of using it yourself, but renting it out to earn a passive income. And for me, this was the option that I chose because I already have another job to do. For me, the motorbike was an investment which I wanted to see a return on investment. The cost of buying a motorbike currently is between 140, 150, 160 for a brand new one, and as low as 60 or even 50 for a used one, but which is in good condition. If you can afford buying a brand new one, that will be an added advantage, but that does not mean that there are no used motorbikes which are in great condition and can be able to be used as an investment. And in terms of income, for the person who uses it as an employment, where it is their own and probably working day to day, majority of the guys I know make anything between 500 to as high as 4,000 per day, depending on the town and of course the activity that they are using it for. But for someone investing and renting it out, the daily income from this asset is usually between 250 bob to 350 and sometimes 400 bob per day. For some people, this might feel like very little, especially making per day from an asset that you paid 150,000. But the best way to look at it is through the return on investment that you get from your asset. What this simply means is that you put down 150,000 and it is earning you at least 250 per day. That is a return on investment of between 50 to 70%, which is quite a good ROI. So let me put it into perspective a little, using similar investments so that you will understand. Fixed deposit will give you anything between 5 to 7%. Treasury bonds will give you maybe 13 or 14%. Money markets will give you 8 to 11%. So if you're going to get 50 to 70% for an investment, that is pretty impressive. The moment you start looking at it from that angle, then you've started thinking like an investor. Before I address the issue of riders and market being saturated, let me mention at this particular point that our main problem when investing is greed. All we want is to invest 100 or 150,000 and start making 10,000 bob a day without comparing it with other investments and what they are giving. If you set aside greed and forget about getting rich quick, then you will see how time will work with you to grow your money and achieve financial independence. And now to the challenge that many people are talking about getting a good rider to rent it out, or the market is oversaturated with motorbikes. You see, that's not far from the truth. But somehow, we always attract what we throw out at the universe. From my experience, I have had a chance to deal with both good and bad riders. And at the same time, I've seen those who don't care about your assets, someone just reckless. And there are some to whom it is an opportunity to earn a decent living. The difference always comes on how you handle them and how much pressure you put on them. If you put too much pressure, you trigger rebellion, and in return your asset is the one that will suffer. But again, do not be too lenient. Let it be understood that it is work and nothing personal. A few things to help you here and there is something like charging lesser, the daily charge, even if it is by 50 but below the normal standard that they are paying other people. You also need to set a system whereby things like service need to be done, and let it be a strict system. This will help keep your asset longer. Next is something like communication, open channels of communications. And finally, for crying out loud, install a tracker. This will especially help limit misuse and help you monitor the movement remotely. My parting shot would be, treat it as a business. Have a goal to grow it to at least more than one bike. Take care of it. Expect losses and profits. Don't be greedy. But at the end of the day, just like any other business, it will have its good and bad days. But all in all, it's still a worthy investment. But if you spend time worrying about the market is saturated, then maybe you can opt to think creatively by trying things like maybe courier, where you deliver things like food to offices, or deliver goods for those people who sell things online, or deliver groceries or shopping. But just worrying and being scared all the time about riders or market being saturated, then you will never get to do any business, because after all, there are several M-Pesa agencies, there are several wines and spirits, there are several mama mboga kiosks, there are several general shops, there are several supermarkets, but everybody at the end of the day will find what belongs to them. Waswahili say it's riziki. With investment, we have to take some level of risk. If you think that this was a good idea and you wish to try it out, then you can go right ahead. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below, because I'll be sharing more and more nuggets in succeeding in particularly those businesses that people don't talk much about. See you in the next video.